Welcome everyone to this week's Colorscope. My name's Elizabeth Harper. My website is sealedwithlove.com, and this week I have a wonderful new friend, Coryelle Kramer. Hi, Coryelle.
Hi, Elizabeth. Nice to see you.
Good to see you too. We've been having a good giggle before we started this. Coryelle's website is CorylleKramer.com. Now, she's an animal communicator. She makes her own flower essences, and she's a Reiki master as well. So she's a healer and a psychic. She's all kinds of things all rolled into one. So do take a look at her website. And what we've decided is we're going to use 3 colors, but Coryelle is going to connect with my cat Mimi. So here's an image of Mimi. So Mimi is going to tell Coryelle, hopefully, what those colours mean to her. So we have her perspective, so that's kind of fun, isn't it? So the colours for you to intuit which one is the perfect one for you are, let me see if I can remember, cream, grass green, or robin's egg blue. So that's cream, grass green, or robin's egg blue. All right then, so we're going to start with cream. Now, cream, of course, is that little mix of white and brown, isn't it? It's that sort of luxurious sort of energy in between. And, you know, most of our home is sort of a cream color, and I love the energy in my office because it makes me feel kind of golden, and it makes me feel very safe, but it also makes me feel like my energy lifts up. So with that cream energy, it's like a little lift. And, you know, when I was a child, we would have milk and we'd have cream on top of the milk, and they'd come in bottles, and the little blue tits would come along, these little birds would come along, and they'd tap the top of the bottle when they were aluminium, you know, tin foil or whatever on the top, and they'd suck out the cream from the top of the milk. They wouldn't want the rest of the milk because they couldn't get to the rest of the milk, but the cream was that cream of the crop on top. It was that wonderful thing that you'd have. My mother would save the cream for herself, of course, if she could get it before the blue tits got it. So I feel that that cream energy is very much about raising your energy up, having something wonderful about it, you being the cream of the crop, and it just feels like something good is happening for you right now, but it's not necessarily something that's like a wow factor. It's already been there, and it's just your energy's lifting up. So it could be like a promotion, or more money coming in, or somebody giving you wonderful compliments, that kind of thing. So I'm going to send you over to Coryelle and see what Coryelle has to say, and let's hope that Mimi's talking to her.
Yeah, Mimi's talking to me. Mimi's been talking to me for a while. Mimi, for her cream, first off, people are always constantly asking me, can animals see colors? So let me explain. Yes, animals can absolutely see colors. Some of them can see colors way more vibrant than we can ever even imagine, or we can see with our eyes. But the thing of it is that animals with colors, animals don't just see colors, they, how do I explain? They feel them with their entire being. They smell them, they taste them, they touch them, the texture of them. It's almost like when you hear of a person who loses their sight, they're able to overcompensate so that they know that the colors are more meaningful to them than it would be to somebody who would just see red. They feel red, they taste it, they touch it, the whole thing. And it's the same way with animals. So when I talk to Mimi and I ask her, what does cream mean to you? What does it represent? She immediately says home. She says comfort. She says, which goes with what you were saying. She says this feeling of just being embraced and totally and completely enveloped in this warm cocoon of love and safety. For her, cream is also a luxurious color. It feels to me like it's something where I don't know if there's a particular, I almost see her sitting on a cream throne. So I don't know if you have a particular chair that she likes that's cream, but she considers that her throne.
She's out there right now on a throne. lording
so
it over everyone.
Cream is like this, it's like this feeling of almost like coming home. It is this incredible. I feel what she's feeling because I'm empathic. So I feel like I've just walked into the most delicious, comfy, cozy place where all the people that I love are there, and I feel joy, and I feel just this feeling of peace and tranquility.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, for those of you that watch the end of the Colorscope, you'll see Mimi lying on her throne, which is cream. Yeah. One of her thrones. But she's on her throne right now. That's perfect. Thank you. All right then. So our next color is grass green. So green energy, of course, is the heart. Now, we have lots of grass around us. We live in the country, and we had a big rainstorm, of course, coming through, and that grass is looking beautiful and green this morning. It's very kind of tantalizing. Green to me is an energy of space, of opening up the door and coming into this place of nature, of course, but space and fresh air and more space. So even if you're in a room where there's lots of doors, there's a sense of space, but that space is not necessarily external, it can be internal. So your heart is opening up, creating more space. So I feel, what's coming in is you're letting go of a lot of stuff, and it could be emotional, it could just be in your wardrobe, letting stuff go, it could be tidying up your desk, getting rid of things, emptying the garbage. There's a feeling with that green that you're creating more space externally and internally. And with the green, it's very much about balance, so that it makes you feel more in your power and coming into that place of balance. I know there was something about money coming in there as well, and I feel almost like you need to sort out your wallet or your purse or whatever it is you call it, and take out all the things that don't belong there. Don't be a George Costanza with your wallet like really thick. It's just take the things out that don't matter and keep that money nice and kind of tidy, because I feel almost like that will bring blessings to you. You're creating the space for more blessings. All right then, so I'm going to send you over to Coryelle, see what Coryelle has to say.
Well, for Mimi, what she believes that that grass green in particular represents is for her health, but for her healing. And when I say healing, I feel like medicine more so. Animals, cats, they eat grass in order to cleanse their bodies inside and out. Unfortunately, sometimes we have to clean up the cleansing, but there you go. That's what we're there for. But for her, green is about life. It's all about life. So when I connect with her, it's like I get this. I'm traveled across the entire world in a split second, and everything is green and lush, and where there is no green, there's like deserts, there are the ability to have green underneath. Even when you think that something is dead like a desert, it's alive. There's green. And for her, green is life. Green is the heartbeat of the world. She believes that it's also something that represents for you that you are if you're very, very drawn to green, she says, then you are absolutely a master healer, and you should honor that. She says she's kind of like very, very positive. She's very, how do I say it? She's very serious when it comes to this. She's like, no joke. You need to honor your healing abilities, and you really and truly need to do it. Get up off your tush. She's very nice. Get up off your tush and do it. If you are drawn to green, the universe, the world, Mother Earth is calling you to heal in some way, whether it's tea touch, Reiki, massage, flower essences, you know, even regular old medicine, whatever it is, you're a healer, you got to honor that. So she says, get up off your tush and do it. But
Sweet.
For her, it's all about life.
Lovely.
All about life.
Great. So we can tell that Mimi will be teaching a workshop pretty soon.
Would be surprised. I would love to be the communicator doing that, because she's a lot.
Wouldn't that be fun?
She's amazing.
Cool. So now our final colour is Robin's Egg Blue. Now, just to talk about Mimi briefly, she is not a killer, you know. She doesn't get any mice or birds or anything like that. She's happy just to sit there and watch them. They're like a little entertainment for them. A fly she'll move after, but not the birds and the other animals, etc. So I feel that an aspect of that Robin's Egg Blue is that it's a safety energy. That, you know, even though you might think that animals would take the eggs, I feel that Robin's Egg Blue, an aspect of it is safety. Ooh. And, you know, in an egg as well, you're very safe. When I think of the lighter colour of it, that light blue energy links with the divine and links with spirit and links with inspiration and inspirational speaking. So when we put those two energies together of feeling safe and inspirational speaking, it's saying that at this moment, if you've chosen that colour, then it's about you feeling safe with what you're saying, that you are being inspired with words that come through you from the divine. And it's just to allow yourself to speak, allow yourself to communicate, allow yourself to bring that energy through. This isn't about creativity, which often blue is, because I feel that the turquoise is more about that. But with this, I feel that it's very much about being inspired. I've often seen that kind of colour above people that have channeled, that are channels, and link with a high source. So I feel for you that it's about speaking up, an aspect of speaking up, but also allowing spirit to come through and speak through you, because you have something to say, which is kind of bypassing your brain and just coming out of your mouth. That sounds good, doesn't it? All right then. So let's see what Coryelle has to say about that colour.
Well, as you can see, I've got a lot to say about the color, because the color is my entire office. But what Mimi is talking about is pretty much on the same line as what you're talking about. When I ask her about Robin's Egg Blue, she says it is a color of non-physical. Non-physical, and animals see non-physical much easier than we do. Heaven, nirvana, whatever you want to call it. I call it non-physical, and so do the animals. That it's the color of absolutely the divine, of your higher self. It is the connection and the communication, the way that the communication is coming down from non-physical into you, into your divineness, into your holiness, into your oneness with the Creator. And she's saying, oh, that's funny, hummingbird just came by. She's saying that with the blue, it's important not only to speak to the divine, it's also important to take time out to listen to what the divine is giving you, the answers that the divine is giving you. So she talks about how, and she's telling me that not only communication can be not only with words, it can be with thoughts, and animals are telepathic. Communication can be with feelings. Communication can be in all different kinds of ways. Communication can even be through meditation when you're still and quiet. So she says that it would be, if you really want to start to listen to what the animals in the earth are saying, you need to get quiet, because with our squirrel minds, we have a tendency not to hear what they're saying. So to take time out every single day and just sit and be. I'm not saying, and she's not saying, getting on the middle of the floor in a lotus position and doing it for 5 hours a day. She's saying just get quiet and listen to the answers that are coming through from the divine is as important as speaking to the divine.
Cool. Now, you teach animal communication, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Sweet.
I do teleseminars as well as actual workshops. Yeah. Everybody has the ability to do what I do. Everybody does it more than they think they do.
That's perfect. Thank you. Yeah, when I communicate with her, I see color. So it's with colors that we communicate.
That's really cool. That's really cool. I think it's more, it really is the fact that if people would just, it's like a muscle. I say it's like a muscle. But you got to start out slow. You can't start communicating with your animals and asking them what the meaning of life is. You're not going to hear it. Okay. What you are going to hear is what's your favorite season, what's your favorite color, what are you doing here? Why have you come here? Easy breezy questions. What do you like to do every day? Is there anything I can do for you? The harder the questions, the more you're attached to the answers, the more harder it is to hear them.
Right.
So, I can't, for example, I can't always hear my animals when there's a health issue because I'm attached to the answer.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I teach them and I teach the classes, and I think it's just wonderful to have this connection. It's so enriching. You do it more than you think you do.
Sweet.
With your own animals.
Thank you. Well, everyone, thank you for joining us. And of course, thank you to Coryelle Kramer. And do take a look at her website, coryellekramer.com. And I think you have MP3s, right, for people to learn.
I do meditations, and I can teach the meditation that I have are two. One is in empathic meditation, and the other one is the heart-to-heart meditation with a 7-minute meditation that I tell you a technique that I use to do animal communication.
Cool. Thank you. So I hope you'll join us next week. Do take a look at my website as well, sealedwithlove.com. Coloriscious blessings to everyone. Thank you. Bye.